Hey guys, my name is Nogan, and welcome to my Python series. Hope you guys are doing good. So in today's video, we are going to be focusing on a string, variables in Python, and also we're going to try and define what is a string in Python. But if we continue, the guys who watched the previous video, we discussed about casting in Python. So I think we didn't top there because they spoke about like trying to define what is casting, how it can be used to cast variables or convert a variable from one form to another form. So check the video out for more information about casting, and because that video is important also leading up to the other videos in the series. So let's jump to the IDE. Okay, so I have an empty Python program here. So before we write a few examples of strings, let's try to define what is a string. Now in Python, a string is a sequence of characters enclosed within either a single quotation marks or double quotation marks. Strings are immutable, meaning they cannot be changed once you create them. You'll see upon creating three variables here what it means by definition. Now Python treats strings as a fundamental data type and provides a wide range of operations and methods to manipulate and work with those strings. You'll see in a moment what it means in terms of like an implementation. And now by definition, immutable, once a string is created, it cannot be modified. Any operation that appears to be modifying a string actually creates a new string. You'll see in a moment like where's it going. And also in terms of the use cases, sequence of characters in terms of like strings are sequences where each character has a specific position or index within a string. Now let's try and justify like the terminologies we're using right now in terms of like a code base. Now here we'll just include now a comment. Just define a string. After this, I'll declare a variable called my underscore string. I'll initialize to, let's say hello world. Awesome. So basically basically right now here we have a variable called my string. We're initializing using this equal sign, this I'm operator. So this variable eventually now contains the characters of this hello comma my world, comma world, which means this string now is going to be stored in this variable here of my string. Remember we spoke about it. Now we are declaring, when we're initializing a variable, we're using this double quotation marks, or it can either be single. For example, even if I use this in terms of the initialization, this is also valid in Python, of course, you can see here. Awesome. Now after this, let's try and have more clarity about like what is this. So let me put another comment here. Now right now here we'll be just trying to I'll just say accessing the characters using now the indexing. So right now here I'll just use a print function to eventually first character will be printed eventually, because now we're going to use this print function to get like a few variables, a few characters eventually. Now I'm going to say print again, and also you print the last character also here. Awesome. So as you can see here, basically we're going to try use this print function to access now eventually the characters that have been defined or been stored now in this my string variables here on top, because now this 0 focus on the index meaning now how many characters have been stored now here, which means this characters here start from a certain number, start from when they've been stored now in terms of memory, start from 0, which means h will be 0, that's by definition. And now exclamation mark here will be the last one, which will be now the last character in the string of hello, comma world. So eventually, based on this print functions here, when we just run to print this and see what's happening, you'll see an output here by saying this. Awesome. As you can see, we've now the first character is going to be H, the last one is going to be now this exclamation mark. Because in terms of the use cases here, the string that is being defined here or initialized here, which means the first index will be 0 from here from H, and now 1 will be from E, and so on until the exclamation mark, as you can see on top here. Now let's try and see like how we can try to slice these also. I'll do another comment. I'll just say slice. When you try to slice the string, I'll just include another print function. I'll just say here, say substring. So from index, this is 7 to the end. And call my string variable. Now here, let's start from 7. That's good. Print function again. So substring from index. I'll start from 7 again to, let's say okay, let's say 11. Let's just check like where is it going. But now here, I'll start from 7 again until 12. Just to see like where is it going. Awesome. So basically here, let's just try and see like how using this slicing ideology or technique here, because now I'm going to use this print function again to try and see from index 7 of this string variable of my string here, just try and give us those few characters being defined or being initialized now from this variable my string with the string characters here. So if we run this, we're seeing right now here that now eventually basically from here, let me just try and make this much more nicer, so we can just separate a few things here. Let me call print again function. Awesome. Run this. Awesome. Okay, so now as you can see here, the substring from index 7 to the end, which means if you look at this from much more, let's just analyze this. Now, basically from this my string variable here, index 7 will be now, if you look at here, it's going to be from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 will be now from here. The space also here is the space also here between this word here. It's also being considered as a character, which means now from 7 will be from W onwards. It will end by giving us those characters, as you can see from this output statement here. Same applies also to the substring from index 7 to 11, as you can see here. The last character here, or the exclamation mark is being divorced, which means it hasn't been included now, because why? We only started from 7 until 11. The number of characters needs to be displayed from the statement here. Yes, let's just try to make this much more interesting. Let's say I'm going to do another comment. Now I just want to use now something called concatenation. Now I'm going to do another variable, new dash, new string, string initialize to my string. Now here I'll just do this in serial code. Awesome. Print string. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so what's happening right now in from line 15 here is that now we have a new variable called new string. So this my string variable being declared on top here from line 2. We're gonna just try to say, okay, from this line of code we're gonna copy now the same characters here, and also now add an additional strings characters to this previous string here, and try to display it from this string function here as using a concatenation. It's like a technique, of course, in programming. So after this, if I just run this now by definition, and we just come on top here, let me just close this and make this much more nicer, because we can just separate a few things. Copy this and paste it here. And paste it also here. Run this. Awesome. As you can see from this line of code now here, this um, hello world exclamation mark, we just add now another word here called welcome. In terms of using now this concatenation technique here, means we have adding two strings together, and also after adding them together, as you can see here, we try to store those two additional string characters into this new variable of new string, as you can see here. So this is like a very useful technique, of course, in programming. So after this, I just try to see, can you try to get the length of these characters. If you jump now here, I'll just include another of course again a comment, just string length, then I'll say print. Now I'll just say length of string. Awesome. Let me also say again here, include another comment, string again, maybe formatting. Okay, also another variable called name, Alice, and age will be initialized at 30. Awesome. Now let's use the formatting string. The name is the name, and I so the age. Awesome. Now the print function, formatting string, and formatting. Awesome. Okay, so basically separate down here using now this formatting string variable now here of trying to say, okay, from this string implementation, as you can see of this here, we're going to be trying to print out the age, and also now the name, and also the age of this string formatting here technique by displaying the name of the person, Alice, and also age from this line of code here, 21. Oh, now the print function is uses now that bolding that define variable here initialized to the string characters here to display the formatting string of this name and age you can see on top here. Now if you run this, you just see also here from the you can also hear it now, we have eventually formatting strings displays now my name is Alice, and also in 30 years old, as you can see in the line of code here. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also thank you for watching.